Good day everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. So this video I'll be showing how you'll be able to make sound decisions regarding gold, regarding GBPUSD, EURUSD, and also is it EURGBP? Yes, so I'll be showing you an insight of how I'll be able to tackle some of the trades, and yep, I hope this video is worth it, and I'll try to keep it simple and very short. So the first pair that I will be looking at is gold. So with gold, what I'm seeing here is that really overall gold is just going to the upside, but we were in more of a consolidation for quite some time, but we were able to see those, let's say, mitigations of price. So hopefully gold is going to be able to break this high, and then when we break this high, we'll be able to try to continue with those up movements. But for now, we were able to see that gold was able to mitigate this supply and demand zone, and this supply and demand zone caused an up movement regarding price. So you can see that it's going up. So now we'll try to take a ride of whatever is going on here. You know, that's what we want, but ideally, man, I would really love to see it break and then come back to a beautiful supply and demand zone, and then we'll trade off there. But for now, let's just see what's going on regarding gold. So I'll look into the 4-hour time frame and then see what's going on there. Cool. So what's going on? So the 4-hour time frame is still showing that gold is going up, right? We have our breakout structure here, and then most of the structures that are happening here are more internal breaks, because this here was my breakout structure, and then here it was my change of character, signaling that price may likely pull down to a premium or a discount level, and then when it comes to that discount level, we'll be able to see those buy movement. But I was kind of anticipating that gold may likely come here, but it didn't come here. But another thing, it just continued to consolidate. So with that, people more like traded this consolidation. Cool. So I wasn't here really, I wasn't even active in the markets, but when I analyzed, I saw that there's a change of character here, and then price has just been performing these internal breaks of structure, and the last internal break of structure is here, because this is my change of character, and then a break of internal structure here, break of another internal structure here, and then a break of another internal structure here. So price has just been breaking these internal breaks in the 4-hour time frame, and then it eventually broke another internal, so it hasn't broken this internal break yet. So we need a closure of the price here to say that, okay, cool, now I broke the internal break, I broke the internal structure, so now consider me as a new break of structure, break of internal, something like that. I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say. So yep, that is what is happening on gold. Now me, when I was the time when I was let's say analyzing this, I was more anticipating that gold may likely come here, and then when it comes here, I wanted gold to come to this area, and then from this area I will look for my confirmation in the 50-minute time frame and then trade. But another thing that I really wanted to see is gold coming to the extreme. Now if gold were to come here, I would have, bought that immediately, but that didn't happen. So gold ended up changing character here, cool, and then came here, but never tapped in this region, and then went up. And then when it went up, it started to form these like mitigations, but it was more, let's say, started to form these mitigations. Price, say, went up, went down, started to form these mitigations, and then if I was in the market, I don't like to use that term, but I would have probably capitalized on these possible moves, but I wasn't here, so I didn't capitalize on them. So didn't capitalize on them. So yep, that's it. Quite pissed about that, but it is what it is. But what's going on now? So I would definitely like to see gold coming here, And then when it comes here, I would definitely try to anticipate those buy movements again. Most of these prices already been mitigated, so there isn't money, there is no money there. So we want to kind of follow price. And another zone that is not mitigated is this one, just this one. Yeah, so I would see what's going to happen when price comes there. Cool. So I'll make my confirmation in the 4-hour time frame, but anything can happen now. So we have quite few unmitigated zones. We have this one, this one, this one, and this one. So any of the zone could play out, but we need to see some confirmations in the lower time frames to, let's say, to be confident that the move is going to play out. Cool. So we're done with gold. So let's check another pair that we are more interested in participating in. Let's see. Cool. It's GBPUSD. Okay, let's see GBPUSD. So I'm gonna start this analysis also in the daily time frame, but I usually analyze from the monthly, go to the daily, monthly, weekly, daily, 4-hour, and then I make my executions in the 15-minute time frame. But when I was more a day, like when I was more into, like say I wasn't really that occupied, when I didn't have like a 9 to 5 or something like that, I used to make my executions more in the 1-minute time frame, sometimes in the 5-minute time frames. So but nowadays I don't think it will be very good for my, you know, for my sanity, man, because I will be very stressed, you know, because those time frames require you to be there, and I can't be there. I need to at least have those higher time frame trades, so that even though I'm not there, I can at least, you know, get something out of the markets. I'm not scalping, I'm not in and out, I'm more waiting and letting the trades run. Cool. So what's going on in the daily time frame? So what we see here is that price formed this break of structure going to the upside, and then we're able to see this up movement. Right now with this up movement, cool, we can capitalize on it. Right, that's good. And then price formed this up movement and then broke internal structure here, isn't it? And then when it broke internal structure here, and then we kind of expect that price may likely go down to mitigate some of the zones that are found in the discount area, and then to try to anticipate that buy. So that's the whole idea. Now let's look at what's going on like right now in GBPUSD. So price was able to break internal structure here and then mitigate this price here, but looking at this, I do not think that price will, I don't think this high is strong enough to an extent that I don't think it's going to break this low here and then continue to go down, but we'll see. Now knowing that the overall structure really is saying buy, because the overall structure on GBPUSD is going to the upside, but the internal structure is suggesting that price is ready to go to the downside. So it's a lot of conflicting data here, but we want to see what's going on like now. Okay, now here on this, there isn't, all of this price is really being mitigated. So only this extreme that is not mitigated, let me just mark that. It's only this extreme area here that is not mitigated. So price may come here and then continue to go, you know. So what I'm trying to look at here is possible, I would definitely like to look at possible sell opportunity, but for now the price doesn't suggest that. I don't see any possible sells. So let's just see what's going on. Cool. So this is the 4-hour time frame. Now in the 4-hour time frame, price, okay, did change character here. So this is the 4-hour time frame. So price did change character here, cool, and then went up, mitigated this area here, and then pushed down a bit, but now we're starting to see a more up movement. Let's see. Starting to see those mitigations going to the upside, so I think let's just wait and see what's gonna happen. But I'm thinking that price may likely come here, and then if we have some selling opportunities, we'll have them there, and then we'll be able to capitalize on this low here. But other than that, let's see what's gonna happen, and then we'll trade those sells when they present themselves here. But if they don't, then it's still okay. I would like to be part of this up movement, but it's like I'm trading in a kind of want to look at structure first, like what does it say, and you know, capitalize based on that. But for now, let's just see what's gonna happen. But I would love to see price coming here, and then when it comes here, give me confirmation like this that indicates there's some type of change of character, maybe a liquidity sweep. Then I would really like to be part of that sales, but for now let's just leave this one alone. But yeah, it's looking nice though. So another pair is, let's see, EURGBP. So let's start in the daily in the day time frame. It's taking ages to load, don't know why. Okay, cool. After some time it did manage to load, so let's see what's gonna happen here. So what happened here? So if you notice here, the breakout structure on this pair was here before. Then price has been moving here, a lot of movements that are happening internally, and eventually broke here. So this here is now my break off structure of gold. In EURGBP. And then that's the case, you try to zoom price in, you'll be able to see some internal breaks of structure. Now you're able to see it here, but the last internal break of structure is here. Cool. So we know that overall price in EURGBP, the internal break of structure is saying buy. Cool. We are aware of that. Now since we are aware of that, what is going on now? So we have the weekly supply and demand zones here, and then within these weekly supply and demand zones we have some daily supply and demand zones. Now okay, we know that. Okay, now what's going on here? Here we're able to see a change of character here, and then with this change of character we're able to see some fractal breaks. I'm not sure if substructure breaks or something like that, but we're able to see some breaks. Now with that, we'll assume that price maybe is ready to go downwards. Try to mitigate some of these supply and demand zones that may facilitate an up movement. So we are going with that mindset here. Cool. So price, we're hoping for price to come here. Then when it comes there, we're open to see the same continuation going to the downside. Now let me just try to fix this. Cool, let's just skip that range, it's okay. Now let's go to the 4-hour time frame and see. Cool, what happened in the 4-hour time frame? let's try to zoom out price so that we get the overall picture of what's happening. Cool. So the 4-hour time frame is saying that price is buying. Cool. Now with that, let's look at price. Let's zoom in price and then see what's gonna happen or what's happening. All right. So with this, we were able to get some, say, change of character was around here, and then price went up, mitigated some supply and demand zone that was there, and then it's just breaking internal for our structures, right? So this is this was the last internal break. This was the last 4-hour internal break, and then price is coming back to that area. Then when it's coming back to that area, I would look for selling opportunities here. I would look for selling opportunities here, but if I don't get those selling opportunities and I get a break, I would look for those buying opportunities. But for now, I would look for those selling opportunities, but mainly selling opportunities that are here. I would love to see them, so that if I were to lose here, I know that, okay, cool, the trade idea lost, and then we'll look for those I say buys. So that's it in GBPUSD. Now I usually make my trades in the 15-minute time frame, but when I make those trades, or when I'm analyzing a trade that I've taken, I'll be able to show you guys those trades. But it's pretty much the same thing. You'll see them. You see how I do this. Now the last one is EURUSD. Okay. I mean, it's the same thing now. It is the same thing. Let's look at this. Okay. Okay, so still this price is indicating price is going to the upside, and then we have an internal break of structure here, and then with this internal break of structure, I'm able to see here, okay, we have this internal break of structure, and then within this internal break of structure we have unmitigated zones. The first unmitigated zone is this one, the second one is this one, and then price is here for now. So it mitigated this area here, sub liquidity below these lows, right, and then mitigated this area here, and now with this area price is appearing that it wants to go to the upside. So that's what we see on the 4-hour daily time frame. And when we look at the 4-hour time frame, we are able to see pretty much something similar. Okay, let's see. So the overall structure again is going to the upside. Cool. So this is the break of structure, and then with that we're able to see like this break. This is too small for me to classify it as a break of structure, so it's more of an internal break. And then with this internal break, it also broke here, indicating that there is a possibility that price may likely go down to, maybe they may have this discount area. So sometimes I don't use this tool, but it's very useful. So it's a premium and discount thingy, so it may likely go to maybe a discount, I don't know, which is somewhere here. Then we'll look for those buys. But for now, the internal 4-hour structure is saying sell, so I'll be looking for those possible sells until price break here, and then when it breaks here, I would look for those possible buys. But my strategy for now is telling me that structure suggests I should sell, so I would look for those sells. Yeah, let's just try to move this to here, so we're able to see a sweep here. So price swept liquidity below those lows, and then when it swept down, it went up. So we're just following price right now. Let's see. Cool. So it's just now hoping that price tap that, so it's tapping that. So I honestly believe that price is still going to continue to go up. Honestly do believe that. And then it came here. This low here wasn't strong enough. It's just a reaction. So price came here. This low, if it's strong, if this high was strong. Okay, what's going on now? I just hope this laptop doesn't crash, because it does that. So just have them. So let's just follow price. Cool. Them. Cool. So we're just following price right now. We know that price went up, went down. The last thing is, let's remove this too. Cool. So price went up, went down, went up, mitigated some supply there. The supply wasn't strong enough to push price, and then price appears now to be going up. So I think this is like the supply and demand that can draw price go to the upside, but also we are wary of this fair value gap. So it's quite a lot, but I'll just let price unfolds really tomorrow, and then I would be delighted to be trading if there are some trading opportunities. I would definitely love to see price come further down to these supply and demand zones that are here, so that I'll be able to partake in those buys. But for now, let's just see. So yeah, I think that's all for now. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed the video.